but I don't think that's terribly relevant with all those cryos.
I think
He needs to make sure that he doesn't use any more cryos, though. He can't
this,
freeze
yeah.
defense grid anymore. He used it nicely to kind of get back in the game, but he needs to make sure he saves them from here on out for the final turn. I wonder if Crash pulls Aether here and kills his defense grid early a turn.
It's a
He
good
does
play.
not.
It's a good play.
He does not, so it's getting frozen this turn. I think you did that against Crash, didn't you? Was that against Crash that you did?
It was against Sinks. I might have done it against Crash too, but
Oh,
it's always fun.
lose the
Okay,
defense
well I
grid
guess
turn.
Crash wins.
Seems like Crash managed to get it. Did Arkanishu run out of walls or something? Or
Well,
Nice
Arkanishu has
polywall.
15. He has 15 unspent gold, so he obviously made a mistake.
I think he just messed up. Yeah,
Yeah, he just ran out of time.
I see.
Here, I'm watching the stream right now. I can tell you what happened. It looks like.
That stream delay. It's like instant replay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was the very next. It was the. He blew everything. He didn't have any walls. He didn't buy a poly wall, and he just chose to go all in. Actually,
Yeah, it's a pretty
I
bad
see.
idea with polywall on the set.
yeah, he chose to go all in.
Okay, well we got a Frostbrooder Windsor coming up. Do you think they're going to go for it?
There's
Arkanishu
Big
goes
Blue
early
again.
Animus.
Thought Big Blue was their favorite thing. Isn't Wild Drone actually pretty good against Windsor as a whole? Just a lot of
No, I
help
think
is good.
I think it's the opposite.
Is Wild Drone not good against Windsor?
Wildrun is bad against Windsor.
Because
Unless
if you
you
get a
also
bunch
have-
of D, they destroy your wild drones. And if you don't get a
Right.
bunch of D, you're just going to lose anyway.
Yeah,
unless
fair
you
enough.
unless you go like you only buy you don't buy any normal drones and you buy breach-proof attackers, then it's good against Windsor.
Gotcha.
But if
Yeah, and if you can get out Trinities or Venges or something to use up your drones, then it can help. I guess there's Ebb in this set. Crash
Defense-
is getting his defense grid in time, but
Yeah.
he'll just get frostbitten.
yeah,
Do you think double
that-
Frostbrooder is correct?
I mean, he's
I
not
mean,
going to
yeah, that's
use.
the best synergy with Windsor that you have. So yeah, I think it's good.
He's not going to use.
Or defense grid. Wait,
Wow.
he loses a lot of freeze, right?
Yeah,
I don't even think you want to leave the drones back that turn, do you? I mean, maybe you want to save the Drakes. This just looks hopeless. I don't know. Maybe Crash can get back into it with Orides and the defense grid producing drones for him.
it'd be
Maybe.
pretty impressive if he could.
He's got this defense grid Ebb turbine synergy going. It's pretty cool.
He's just pumping drones. He's even got militia. He's essentially just buying all of the units that help him recover economically.
Yeah. So no, but how does he defend this turn?
When use 2 Orides, attack for 5. Oh, attack for 8. That works too.
Well, yeah,
5's a little
Five was
better.
better.
yeah, 5 was.
Well, he's only going to lose 1 Drake.
No, he just lost drones.
Oh, I see. Did Arca run out of time, or did he choose?
Yeah, he ran out of time. They're both running out of time here.
So
Yeah, so-
Arkanishu's going to get off a 3rd Windsor
Oof,
shot.
this 10 is so good.
That hurts.
Yeah, that
Maybe
10
he's
was so
not.
good. This is going to stop him from firing. He has to. He can't breach, right?
But those Drakes can't blow.
Yeah.
There's no blast
There's nothing.
forges.
Yep. So he gets this shot, but is the shot enough to win?
It's not.
You can't win with just a steel splitter.
Yeah,
And-
that
And
Nice
this
game.
means Crash wins because Crash has econ.
Arkanishu giving the uh-oh emote.
And
People in the chat saying maybe the Q defense hurt him.
Yeah, it's hard to see. It just happened so fast, but maybe.
We did make a bunch of changes to the Q defense. Will pretty much rewrote the whole thing.
Yeah. Did you change it so that it doesn't absorb onto a 2 lifespan chieftain instead of Centurion?
The person to ask is Will, but probably.
Because that was pretty bad.
Uh, like, it's meant to be a pretty basic heuristic.
Was it just highest health?
Arkanishu and Crash seem to be talking about if they could get away with ending this. That seems to be their conversation right now.
Oh, they want to quit?
No, they're not quitting. See, they're trying to add games right now. Did you count the draws as 1-1?
Oh, as 1-1. They're that desperate for it to be over?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I'm sure at this point the fun is probably past, and now it's just fatigue. It's 15 hours in.
Well, I'll tell you a story. When I used to play a shit ton of Brood War, I would actually use it as a tool to like reset my sleep cycle if I was jet lagged. If I needed to stay up, the one thing that could keep me awake was just playing a lot of StarCraft, because for whatever reason it like activated an area of my brain that, when stimulated, caused me not to get tired.
Yeah,
So,
no. I mean, I can't tell you the number of times I've been stayed up all night playing games when I should be sleeping. I mean, I think we all have that bug in us.
yeah, but specifically like intense strategy games where your frequency of making decisions is really fast,
Yeah.
I think it can help. And it looks
It
like
keeps your attention. It's like a
Crash
high
is going
stress.
Windsor, Tia, Nevos, and Arca's response is Icevos and Fabricators and a whole lot of high HP green. And he's syncing up Nevos with his Isocronus to try and take out the Tia
what a
before
crazy
it gets
game.
to fire in sync with the Windsor.
Yeah. 28 freeze. No big deal.
So
Well,
I think
the
the
thing
Tia
is
lives.
that-
The Tia
Yeah.
lives, doesn't it?
No,
Oh
Yeah,
no, it dies! Oh, so
I think
I
that's
think
game.
Arkanishu's got it. I think
I don't know why he
that,
left drones back. What's he defending?
I don't know. I don't think that Fabricator's ever going to go down.
Yeah, this looks like.
Yeah, you get a what, 50 HP backline. It's pretty good. Pretty good against Windsor, you know. Don't think Windsor's gonna be able to deal with that.
With 50. Yeah.
We've seen Windsor be losing like all its games, right?
No, early on, Windsor was winning more games, but it seems like they figured out how to play around these aggressive Windsor plays. Initially, in the early games, they were having a really hard time with playing around the fast Windsors. So I think that's why this behavior, you're seeing it now where it continues, but it's just not good.
Well, that was like a Windsor, Tia, Nevo, Cryo.
But,
You know,
I mean,
it should have been the perfect storm, but I think Crash just fucked up.
maybe he Tia'd a turn early. Maybe
Yeah,
he
well,
should
he
have
did
Tia'd
Tia
with the-
one turn before.
Yeah, maybe he should have Tia'd with.
Well,
But maybe he was afraid it would get too far out of hand.
so you say you have this perfect combo, but then you have this perfect combo that counters it, right? With Gauss Fab, Isocronus, Cryo Ray, and Evo.
Yeah, that is a pretty good counter to. Yeah, but again, I feel like probably Tia's a Nambo with Windsor. You normally need your third Windsor fire to seal the. Well, not always. Depends on how well they defend, but it's normally not the first Windsor fire that's going to win you the game.
Okay, so now we got a Chrono Filter, which can be used to get Odin, and it looks like Arkanishu's got 6 gold in the bank to get that early Chrono Filtered Odin.
They just love Odin so much. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
They always go Odin.
Is Odin busted? Do we need to nerf it? Like, they're getting it every single time. Is
Hey, it's good.
uh,
It's not that good. It's not that good. It's
I
good.
think
It's
it's
not-
I think that yeah, I think that almost in every what's the percentage of Odin purchased? That's probably another good thing to look at, but it's probably purchased a lot.
I don't
when
think it's
present.
one of the ones that we see a lot.
Yeah.
They usually go Centurion instead of Odin if they're both there.
Yeah. Always Centurion over.
Unless there's also like Drake. Like a triple blue.
Wow. Arkanishu with the Windsor play.
I think Odin is also a little bit player one favoring. Um, I think it's mostly just because the obvious player one Odin builds are good, and the good player two Odin builds are a little less obvious.
I really like what Arkanishu did this game, though. With
Really,
the
I feel
fast.
like all the player one Odin builds like beat all the player two Odin openings.
Well, I think it depends whether or not you want green. If you also want green, then player two has some decent options.
Yeah, if you want green, then there are certain sets where second Odin is okay.
Well, this is impressive. The defense by Crash on that turn was pretty
Well,
good.
he shift E'd the turn before the Windsor was ready,
That's how you do it.
and now he's going double conduit.
Yeah,
So he
well, I
can
mean,
shift
I'm
F.
surprised. Well, he should also. Oh, well,
You
yeah.
realize Ark is threatening 20 damage without Windsor?
Yeah, I know, it's incredible. I really would have liked to see a perf investment,
That's
you know,
36.
on Crash's part.
Rip steel splitters.
Yeah.
Ouch. That's a breach. Holy shit.
That's
Yeah.
That's
Nice. No, I really like the way Arkanisha played that. The fact Thermite Core works really, really well with Windsor, right? So you keep your 3 damage, and then you.
Mhm.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Thermite Core works well with any delayed attacker, right? Every other turn.
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
third
it
turn.
is. There is Thermite Core and Pixie, so the Triple Blast Forge is just like no problem.
Yeah. We got Thermite Core in this one too, with another Odin. But there's Tatsu this time, so watch them not get Odin because of Tatsu this time. Yeah,
not
they're
get
play-
Odin.
Yeah,
Oh wow, they're actually not getting Odin.
Yeah, they have to play around it because of Tatsu.
I was convinced that they would get Odin every single time, no matter what. The 4 Immolite strats.
This is next level.
What the?
Now, I think
Arca
Crash
kills an
messed up.
Animus here. Kill an Animus. Stop the
Nah.
Tatsu.
Oh, why is he holding drones back? That's so bad.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
seem
terrible.
correct.
It's terrible. What is
I
this?
think he was like, wait, and I'll kill the drones. Oh,
Is he
man.
just clowning him? What's going on?
Oh my god.
Is
Leaving
this
drones back here is
legit
not
strat?
too bad.
Well, I think they just didn't want to play another Tatsu mirror, right? They're like, let's just try something different. I don't know what is correct here as far as killing stuff.
I would kill 1 exhaust Immolites over drones and drones over 2 exhaust Immolites, and I would not leave drones back.
Yeah, you would never leave drones back. Well, it looks like Crash wins, right?
Yeah, Crash
for
wins.
sure.
You shouldn't have from that opening. I don't think.
What was that?
I don't know. Why did Crash not buy an Animus and then buy double Animus and then buy Immolites? Like, he could have bought the Animus and then bought double Immolite and then another Animus, right?
Yeah, he definitely could have done it in that order.
That's my favorite double Animus opening for player 1 is when you get the 2 Immolites with your natural Animus and then you get your second Animus for Tatsus or more Immolites.
Well, this looks like a big blue set if I ever saw one.
Sure you don't want ISOs?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Well, I mean, if they follow their traditional trend of going Apollo, then yes, you want ISOs, right?
I would have gone Centrifuge.
You would have
Maybe
fused it.
Centrifuge is okay. But
You can go
like,
Centrifuge into Apollo, Tarsiers, and ISO and just have like this giant wave.
so no defense creep. Or maybe you can get it off synth.
I mean, if your opponent decides to rush 6 damage out, then you defense grid, but they probably
So
don't.
do you, in an Apollo mirror like this, do you want to be the first person with isochronuses or the second? Or does it not matter?
What? I don't think it.
Like, do you
I
want to
think
be the person who's swinging first? Because always traditionally, right, it's easier to defend second.
What are these defense grids? I'm so confused.
Yeah, they don't have any attack up. It seems kind of premature. I mean, maybe it's just for the drone production, but I think